And there we go, we're live on YouTube. And I'm sitting here by my lonesome self, plus you guys there on YouTube. I've just come back from a quick few days break. Went to the farm and a couple of other places. So anyway, I'm back and I see there's a new version of LevelUP for me to test. So here we go. This is the first time I'm going to fly this one. And we've got the brand new livery that George made for us. Thank you, George. Much appreciated. And this is the 700, obviously, so I just want to muck around with it a little bit. And you guys are invited to tag along and check the ride. Okay, it's not real time. It's just after midnight in Australia. I don't want to fly at night. I would like to see what's spotting. So, you know, what the area looks like as well. So there we go. This is then just a couple of hours earlier. Hello, Steve, and welcome. So let's look at this. Run through the settings. I have not set this aircraft up correct. It's brand new. I just said it and I forgot already. If I do sound funny, I'm very tired, guys. I'm really tired. So this is my disclaimer already in the beginning. If I fall asleep, just shout, you know, you hear me snore. You probably won't, but I'm just saying it's funny. We'll see what we can do, how fast we can, well, sorry, how long we can stay awake. Hello, Stefan. Yeah, the actual released version you can download from the threshold. It's been released. You can have it, the proper one. You know, get rid of that leaked, faulty, broken, useless one from before. You know, just make sure that you get the proper released version. It's on the threshold forum. If you need a link, I'll give you a link. In actual fact, let's start off properly. Let's go do this properly. Let me go. So first of all, if you are not already a member of the Facebook group, and if you do use Facebook, that's our official LevelUP page. All right. You'll see there it is the official 737NG LevelUP page. So that's the official page for Facebook. And then let's go grab all these other nice to haves. Where's that links? Links. Copy. This is the official download link, so you can go grab it there. So like I said, get rid of any other previous monstrosity that you got from wherever. Ooh, they've changed the link. Hold on. The link is not working. Why? I think Peter just went to bed. So now let's see if we can figure this one out. That's not good. Okay, so let's go to the Discord. And then I'll get rid of that other link and replace it. So let's quickly see. We can go to the Discord. News, announcements. No, please read. Oh, download links. There we go. Let's see, what did they do here? Yeah, they changed that download link. I better change it for you guys. Copy. Let's quickly get rid of that one. Remove it here from the stream and put this one. Why did that change? I'm not sure. No clue at all. To edit this thing quickly. Unless it's just the way that Facebook translates it. But anyway, I'm going to fix it. Let's see. Paste. Yeah, it's exactly the same link I put in there. But when I follow it, it does not work. So let's save it and follow it again. Let's see if it works now. It's exactly the same freaking link. Oh well, maybe it had some tag or something hidden in it that I couldn't see. Anyway, that's it. So if you guys want it, go grab it over there. From Flanders, Stefan. Interesting. Do you know any De Bruin people or people that could have some De Bruin blood and heritage in them, because my forefathers are from Flanders many years ago in the 1700s. In fact, just about the turn of the 16 to the 1700s, they actually came to South Africa, but that's home for us, the brains. Interesting. Right, okay, good. So that settles that for us. I'm going to close all these excess pages. Okay, our plan is, once we get going, is to fly then from Gold Coast to Cairns. But in order to do that, we need to set up this new aircraft a little bit. Let's see what it's set up now. Okay, I'm going to leave it as that. Satcom Rear 1. Hello Akbar, welcome. LED pulse, no. Yeah, make it long. Eyebrows not available. Pip is yes. I want a pip. Okay, when we're in the air, we'll figure that one out. I need to set up a key for that again. Yeah, I'm going to leave the pip, why not? Add for the captain's fine, aspirated's fine. No, we'll keep that off as auto. Multi-mode receiver hour. No. I think this is too old for a MMR. Right, well, it doesn't matter. So cool. Akbar, the membership, are you talking the membership here on the YouTube channel? There's two tiers basically. The first one is just, you know, the shout outs, and you get different icons and all. Okay, so it's basically entry level kind of stuff. It's not wow. The second tier is obviously you'll get access to videos the public won't see. I made one video already. You know, that is there. I had a few dreams. I wanted to create a lot of videos in the past month, and as luck would have it, I never actually had the time, you know. And I mean, you guys know now about LevelUP that took up most of the time there. I mean, for 3 weeks we were gunning it, trying to get it ready to get it out. So my video side is a bit delayed, but that is the point of the membership, is to actually get the, you know, the access to the early video. So we'll keep, you know that running in the background. We started talking unofficially about training about 4 or 5 days ago. I want to start a training series. So there's two ways of doing training. There's the live, where we literally sit for 6 and 7 hours together and we run through absolutely everything. And believe it or not, it was greatly and highly successful in the old days, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. Nobody really wants to spend the whole day. And even so, I mean, the last one we did, we had 40 guys in the class that sat together for like 7 hours, you know, so it's doable. And there's various reasons of doing that. And then secondly, the other thing we want to do is we want to create short videos, you know, from a 3-minute video up to maybe an hour video max. We don't want to stretch anybody, you know, just to make the training more accessible. Lots of guys hate the long videos. They hate the long streams, and I can't, you know, say I blame them. But once you get into it, it's very difficult to stop. And that's the one thing we've noticed. Once you start understanding what's happening, the guys just want more, you know, and that's why the time flies a little bit. So anyway, we're thinking about all of those things. And this afternoon, while I was speaking to Peter and Thierry and one of the real pilots there, we touched on official training kind of ideas. We want to get, there's a, man, look, I don't know the exact figure. I haven't spoken to Matthias today because I've just come back from that short holiday. But I mean, when I left, there were already over 40,000 downloads for the LevelUP. that happened. And I've picked up on quite a handful of guys that have never flown a Boeing. They've got no clue what they're doing, and we want to really, really put something basic in place to get those guys into the rhythm of things, to teach them the basics so they can at least fly from point A to B and actually be able to load the fuel properly and the weights properly and, things like that. There's a lot of basics that a lot of guys just don't have. So we started talking today about that. We'll get there. Right, Stefan, I'm back to you. All right, well, say hello to the cousin there when you see him next time. It's amazing. That's awesome to know that there are still guys there from the old family. So yeah, thank you very much for enlightening me. Thank you so much. Chris, hello and welcome. Akbar. Akbar, to access the videos, you're gonna have to buy in to the, I think I called it Captain membership, and then it will give you members only videos. All right, so it's going to cost you a couple of bucks to buy into it. All right, and then you'll have access. But if you want to, come talk to me on Discord, and then we can try figure it out for you. Hello, Kenton. Just as I tried to read your message, it disappeared there. Johan, hello. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, and I'm flying xEnviro today, so we'll see what happens. They apparently don't simulate thunderstorms yet, so it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. So anyway, guys, let's while we talk, just go look through a couple of these things. Pressurization panel, we can make that analog. That's fine. Times only. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Standby gauges. Just keep that going. Kent, why is your message continuously being deleted? Hold on, let me see if I can spot something here in the background. I don't understand. Your freaking Streamlabs is view message. Hold on. Need to move the standard settings. Kent, I'm about to do that. Just give me a second. I do apologize. I don't know why. Oh, I see why. Don't use full stops. No, what it says is it penalizes you because the moment you put two words together with a full stop and there's no space in between, this silly AI is not clever enough to understand that it's not a web page. And by default, I block web pages. So I do apologize for that. So next time, just don't use a full stop. It looks funny, syntax wise, but forget it. Just get the message out there. I actually unblocked it in the background now. So I'm busy able to read it, and that's where I picked up. You said, hello, Nico, full stop, just wondering, and the two were connected to each other. Silly AI. It needs to mature a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna do mine just now. Yes, you have to do it, so you can follow me along. I'm busy setting up. This is a brand new version of the Zebo/LevelUp that I'm busy testing now. So yeah, well, I have to set everything up anyway, so you're welcome to watch. Hello, Mert. Hello, Scotsman. Levers or switches? Yeah, levers is fine. Oh, clock variant. Hang on a second. Okay, we need to go and check this. So let's go back quickly.
Hello.
Hello, Pavel.
Hello, John and Uncle John.
Yeah, he's not here anymore. He just left himself online here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. A lot of guys were complaining about the purple clock. This is nice. This is really nice. Nice change. We've done that one. We're here. Did we do this? I think we did this as well. Yeah, we did this there. Clock variant. That's where we are. Ah, look at that. So, look. Let me just kill this bot. You see, look at this freaking bot. And they clever enough. You see, they put a space in between the dot and the online report. Unwanted spam. Report. Goodbye. Hello, Michael. Mert, you have to make a liveries folder. When I'm done with this, I'll show you guys the livery folder. You have to just create a folder, call it liveries, and you put your liveries in there. But it's got to be in a special format as well. So anyway, while we're talking about it, let's just do it. Let's quickly switch it on. So if we go to my LevelUP folder, you'll see there I had to create the liveries folder, and then I just put my liveries in there, and I name them specifically in an order that I can find them easily. Doc, there is no method yet. For me and for the development team, we literally get a zip file and we put it in place. We do not mix versions at all, ever, because it's dangerous. It just doesn't work proper, right? So what we literally do is, and this is why I created a little LevelUP folder, I deleted all the test versions because this is release candidate 1 now. Got rid of all of them, but I literally just extracted. So there are questions about the update that we still don't know. We have no idea. The guys need to make their final decision on how it will work, whether we're going to use a different update to the Zibo, the same update to the Zibo. Those things have not been decided yet. We don't know. So anyway, let's come back to this now. I've quickly showed you that other thing. So look, there's the clock. That's really nice. So this is like the one we have in the Zibo, and that's a different one. I'm gonna stick to that one. Why not? No, Mert, you shouldn't. They all go into one livery, and that is why you have to use a naming sequence like I showed you. You have to put 60 NG or something like a 6, just 6, a 7 and an 8. See, just to differentiate them, because when you go and you select your aircraft and you look in here in the list, it shows you all the different variants. And if you don't know which one goes where, it's going to give you a problem. You see, and that tells you that one's not there, supposed to be there. See. Hello, Tyrone. Are you still up, mate? It's so late down under. Why don't we use a Honeywell in this aircraft? Make a little bit more old school. I'm just thinking out loud. And let's put the high altitude in there. Not sure if it is actually already working in here. There it is. Aha, it is working. Right. See, when you go away for a couple of days, I mean, and you come back and you check all these updates and so on, it gets kind of daunting, all the changes that you just don't know anything about. Yes, there's, yes, I know. Yeah. We'll leave that. Okay, so I'm just going through it again. Sorry, guys. It's just that yeah, it's Tarani, thanks. It's just that I want to make sure that I've got kind of an idea of the generation of aircraft I'm setting up here. Aspirated pitot tubes, no. Auto, multi-mode, no. Yes, cell call. We can do that. Flight deck, analog. Only. Yeah, why not? Okay, this is just a little bit older. Chrono digital seconds NPS, yes. Yes, okay. Track up, heading up. Good question. Good question. I don't think it should be on there. I'm not sure what the minimum runway length for this aircraft would be, but I'm kind of sure. Cancel. That will be a better idea. Missed approach will be magenta because it's the old FMC. Right, A1 is the only one we have. Route to installed, no. Yes, we want the smart button. No, we don't want that. Tyrone. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You go rest. You can watch tomorrow. Then. Ooh, call out British or American. None. Let's try the British thing. I don't want a 5-foot call out. No. And that I can use. That I don't want. Smart. I want to see what it does on smart. Minimums is fine. Radio altimeter is fine. So hang on. We'll have to log a complaint via our official memo, Scottman. Okay, this is confusing me a little bit. So it will do the approach minimum call out on decision height plus 100 or minimums. I want it on decision height, yeah. I'll use that on the BARIA. Right. I don't know if we can actually use these placards with our liveries. You know that? Even the yaw damper is not showing. You see there? I have to speak to George about that. Yeah, no, these ones don't work. Right, let's leave that. Right, hardware. That's fine. Realism, short, yeah. You know what? Let's go for real. It's fine today. Pause at top of descent, no. Off, yes, definitely. Chris, I can imagine. I'm going to mute my mic here when we are in the air, because if I fall asleep and I start snoring and you guys start playing this tape on all the funny websites and things, I probably won't survive. It's going to be embarrassing. So I hope I won't. We'll just keep on talking, but we'll see what happens. The real is fine. Input lag is on. Autosave 5 minutes, please. That's one of the best things Zebo ever gave me, is that autosave. Yeah. Well, this one is much better now. A lot of things has been reworked in this version that I'm going to fly now for the first time. And we'll see. We'll see together what pots, what's working, not working, all these things. Okay. Right, so that will run the ski rain effect for us. Lip rain, that's fine. Passengers not available. Hardware throttle, yes please. Strobe in the cockpit, I don't know, we'll check. We'll see what it looks like. Yes, FPS is on. It's been moved slightly. That's very nice. Flight director is not the problem. Vanishing, why? We don't care. Right, general. This is where things need to happen for us. On. Lockdown. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly save this. One of the things we have discussed also is this button. If you click on save, there's no indication it actually saved. So I said just make it movable, indent it a little bit. Someone said give it like a description. When you make a save flight situation, it actually gives a description printed on it. That's one way. And somebody else said, well, make it ring make a sound. So anyway, that just needs some animation of or some sound of some sort to make it show that it's saved. Okay, that was the one thing. The other thing now we want to do is now the payload stuff. So this is where the question was. Okay, so before I continue, let's see what you guys are saying. Because each livery, Scotsman, each livery contains a CFG file, a config file. So if you go into it, you see that file over there, that one, that CFG, that saves a certain amount of the settings, specific settings to a livery. So if you want to copy your settings you don't want to go and redo all the settings every time, just right click, copy, go to your next livery. And I won't suggest like what I'm showing here. Don't put the 600 in a 700. That's stupid. So I'm not going to paste it in here. But you see, there's that one. So if you have multiple 600s and 700s and 800s, you can make one master and then copy it. Like I show you, just right click, copy, go paste it in the next livery. Then you don't have to do this all manually on each one of them. Absolutely, Chris, I agree. I'm as tired as heck as I'm sitting here. I am beside myself with tiredness, but I haven't flown in like four odd days, so here I am. I'll keel over when I'm done, and then I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. Alright, okay, the only thing I'm not sure of with the 700, obviously in the 800 I changed that value to 440. I'm not sure how far we're going to be out with our flight plan or our OFP from SimBrief. So while we're talking about that, let's quickly grab it. So there's the OFP. So what we're going to do, just for the heck of it, Zebo is also off for a few days. So when he comes back, he said he'll help me. We'll set up the SimBrief profiles proper, for you guys. But we're going to use this one. This is the default 737-700 from SimBrief, and we'll see how far it's actually in or out with its estimation according to the settings. So let's go save this now as well. Absolutely, Scotsman. You see. You stick around with me, buddy. I'll make you clever and I'll make you famous. It happens when you run with me, eh? Akbar, I see your message here. Look for a join button, Akbar. I didn't realize that's what you're asking. So if you go to my YouTube page, the actual Skymatix 1 page, there's a button that says join. You just click on that one. Yes, yeah, you changed the livery, you changed a lot of settings, yeah. Gents, excuse me quickly for 2 minutes. I'm just being called downstairs. I'll be back just now and then we continue. Sorry guys, I'm back. Yeah. You will always pick up something new. I'm pretty sure when we do all these flights, Scotsman. Leonard, I didn't actually summarize it, to be honest. There is a huge list of changes. I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to share most of it because it is huge. It's a huge list. So what I can say is there was work done on the tablet. There was work done on synchronizing the tablet with the aircraft for LevelUP. There was work done on the flight model. Okay, so that's one of the things we're going to enjoy now. See how much of a difference it makes. And so there are also one or two feature changes. The one I like the most, believe it or not, silly me, is the clock. I like to have the different options. It's no longer that purple clock. Now it's like more black and white, but it's got different designs. So Leonard, that's about it. Unfortunately, being a development model, and this is not Zibo, I don't have the same authority, with the NDA and stuff here with LevelUP as I have on the Zibo team. I don't want to say too much, because if something changes between this model and the one that you guys get, I don't want to be thrown with rotten tomatoes or something. But it's huge. It's a very huge list, and it includes visual improvements as well, etc., etc. A whole bunch of stuff that changed. Right, so now we've come to a point where we might want to try this. Let me just get this thing in place. How are we going to do this? Like so. You're welcome. Yeah, sorry about that. In time and as things progress, I think it's going to be easier to get access to all the information. Payload 16.7. Let's have a look. All right. That's wrong. What did I do? 16. Click the wrong button, obviously. No. Okay, so that is not taking it. So you see, there's a bug already. So let's go 16,700. Okay, so it's not a bug. It's, let me make a note quickly and a screenshot. Because immediately now you guys can see the payload 16.7. That is the SimBrief code, okay? The default SimBrief 737-700 template. But our system doesn't allow it. So I need to make a note here and then query this. Okay, so it only gives us 16,001. And in terms of fuel, it's already mining there. Fuel 8.2. Come on, screenshot, there you go. Alright, okay. Hello, Christer. Hello, Kent. Yeah, it's flat standard stuff that I saw there as well, and there's only really one 737-700 that I found, like 5 minutes before the stream. So it's off. It's really bad. We'll work on it. Hello, Aero Guitarist. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. My stream announcements goes into the stream announcements page, so when you see it, highlight, it's there. I just don't ping anybody, for a stream, because a couple of the guys here have been very angry when you ping them. They don't want pings, Instead of just switching it off on their mobile phones like any other person would do, they don't do things like that, and then it becomes my problem. So I don't ping anybody unless I really have to. But I see you all here. Thank you for joining. If you've got any comments, please feel free to add them. Right, okay, we're done with this. Let's get this thing off the screen here. Let's quickly have a look at that. I think it's set to 138. It's set to 138. You can't change that. That's fixed. Which is also something that McTrying was saying the other night. We don't know where that number comes from. I haven't queried it. I haven't been here for a few days, so it's all things we can ask. In time we'll figure it out. Good. So let's get into Navigraph and see what did we plan. We plan on a runway 14 departure. Just need to see which side I need to push now.
Round to cockpit, show you we got your plan there. Give me a call through the menu when you're ready to go.
We shall do that. Alright. Okay, we did that already. I can do That one. Hang on, what did it tell me? See, 36 or 35? 36. Akbar, you'll have to, but I think that could also be one of my mistakes. I probably didn't set it to 138. We'll have a look just now. We'll go check it out. Again, that's basically what Mac also said. He can't find one with those specs. So now that brings us to a very interesting scenario and situation that you guys need to be aware of. In our team, we've got more than a dozen real-world pilots, including aero guitarist here, all right? And in some of the people involved in making these models and things, when they get access to some of these machines, I've seen crazy reports from some of the guys where there's like 30 aircraft of, let's call it the 737-700. 28 of them will have one system and 2 of them will have a different system. Right? So at the end of the day, you've got to be aware of the fact that we can't please everybody and cannot give you each variant. It's impossible, because if it happens to one guy in one fleet, imagine 100 different guys in their different fleets. It's just not going to work. So at some point in time, you've got to say, well, this is the aircraft registration ABCDEF. This is the one we're modeling. This is the one we're creating. Just because it doesn't fit into the cookie cutter of a different airline or what someone else is used to, it's unfortunate, but what can you do? So next. Okay, we did all that. Now we need some light on the subject. Right, that's the light switch. I need to remember. Let's align this baby over here. You should be able to set it in SimBrief. That's a core component of setting up the template. So while we are talking about it, let's quickly see if I can get SimBrief open here. Closed so many different tabs. Let's just browse there quickly. Kent, we're gonna have to. Like we did with the Zebo, we're going to set up a custom profile. But like I said already, Zebo is off for a few days, and when he's back and I'm back and everybody's happy, we'll sort out something. But at this point in time, we're kind of stuck. So we need the proper values that is used by the models, and we then need to translate them into a usable fashion in SimBrief, basically. So there's a bit of a process that needs to happen. 250. You know what I did not do? I did not call the field truck. Load. Right, these little Yeri standing there pumping already. Excellent. Ooh, that's a nice photo. Right, okay, so I almost forgot to put the fuel in there. Next, start setting up all the ambience. Yeah. Right, okay. So, guys, I've moved my microphone a little bit because I'm not sure when it was on or off in the conversation we just had. But anyway, I'm back. Alright, so plan YBCG and we're going to YBCS. D001. That's done. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, we're gonna do the same. Aero Guitarist, when Ziba comes back now, we're gonna do the same with all the other variants. He said he'll help me with it. We just need to get there. But with me going away and him having his situation, things just hung up a little bit. Right, so let's quickly go have a look. See, don't follow the aircraft, man. So route BARIA. BARIA. There we go. That's the one we want. Didn't have to execute it, no. Mohammed, we will. I think I promised you before, we will. We just need to settle. Man, the last couple of weeks have been hectic trying to set everything up. It's just been crazy. Right. Alright, okay. Let me explain to you guys what you are seeing on the screen here. Let me just also read the Aero Guitarist. Aero Guitarist, you're so right, eh? You're so right. We're so fortunate to have the teams that we have and that everybody's approachable and, we can all talk about it and fix it quick. Okay, Scotsman. Yeah, come. Do the flight with me. Right, okay, so let me explain what's happening here. I had to think about it for a quick second. Okay, so what happens is, in terms of our departure, it's a vector departure off runway 14 and it literally takes us straight down. Okay, now if we go look at the chart, you'll see there, we're literally going to follow the airport after the runway heading. Right, we're going to wait until about 1,000 foot and then we're going to start vectoring ourselves. I'm just going to turn around and then BN Bravo November, it sits somewhere here at the top, and that's exactly what it's telling us. So I'm not going to take out the vector because there's no way it's going to fill in the route for us with a wild turn like that. It's crazy. So we're going to take off, climb to above 1,000 foot, and then we're just going to start our turn. I'm going to turn out to the left and then I'll join up with Bravo November where the actual flight route starts. So that's why we've got the vector. I'm not going to fiddle with that. We're going to leave it as is. I just had to quickly remember what I did in the planning. See, I told you I'm a little bit tired, so don't laugh too much for me. It's unfortunate, but it's one of those things. Right, now we need to see how this thing works. Alright, okay, so that will be part of the go around. Interesting. Go for it, Doc. Enjoy. Right, so, okay, then now I understand exactly what happened. I'm on the same page and I can just quickly go through it. There's no more other surprises. That's fine. Alright. Right, our zero fuel weight is out significantly as well now. Armalite, hello, hello. Yeah, I came back from the short holiday and I thought it's time to go fly a bit. Right, so our reserves, what will that be? 2.6, 20, and we said 360, right? 360 is correct. Alright, 22. Yeah, it happens, Edo guitarist. It's crazy when you get busy, man. Right, so we're gonna keep that. I'm not gonna fiddle with that. QRH can stay on. We'll do 5. Yeah, this is now an interesting story. 25. Okay. Let's go see where the CG is. CG is a little bit to the right, so we can try bring it a little bit to the left. So why don't we do this? Okay, I need to write this down. I'm not going to remember this. Hold on. 1927 3172. So what? Doesn't like it. Okay, I won't be able to change that then. I might as well turn it back. 3172. Whatever. We'll just use what it's giving us, 25.3. $139 and 5.5. Right, I just want to get myself on the chart here. It's now 139, 139. Oh, that's a coincidence. Both of them 139. 36. Fine. Right, what is our QNH? Let's go have a look, see. YBCG, CG, not D. Send. Armalite, yeah, no, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys like it. 1016. So I think I'm basically set. I can call the pushback and get going, start the APU and all.
Ground to cockpit. Toast driving up right now.
This guy needs a new route on the ground. I'm pretty sure he shouldn't be there. Swaggy, good afternoon.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect?
Scotsman, I've got it. I've got it. There's my star, my approach, everything is there. I mean, if we go look at the arrivals and stuff, mine's there. Maybe just refresh your browser or close the app and just reopen it, eh? Right, now I cannot believe this.
Bypass spinning service. Release parking brake when you're ready. Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engine.
You definitely have a gremlin. If you want the flight plan, it's in the notes below the video. Just click on show more and copy it from there. Otherwise, I'll paste it for you over here. Then we do that anyway. Just makes it so much easier. Yeah, I'm asleep. Sorry, guys.
Alright, mate. Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Alright, mate. Disconnecting toes. Stand by.
Drag person. Well, you're welcome to be new here anytime. I'm glad you found the place and then you can enjoy it with us. There we go.
Toes disconnected, bypass pin, yeah, removed. I'll give you thumbs up on the right and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Alright. Thank you so much for the subscription and the like. Please tell your friends to come and join us as well. It's nice. The more the merrier. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice, eh? Oh, George, he's the best for the VA guys right now. Jumped on it so quickly and got it sorted. We've obviously got a fully loaded aircraft here, but this brake-free thrust is crazy. I mean, I'm going past 40% N1 now, eh? No, I'm lying. The gauge and the numbers don't actually give that. There is 40 now. Yeah, now you can feel it's going somewhere, but it's heavy, obviously.
Approaching 1-7.
I'm glad you like it. On Friday morning when we left here, I actually made everybody wait a little while. So in terms of the family, we couldn't just get in the car and get going because I knew. I mean, it was a few minutes that we had to quickly load it and get it going so you guys could have it and then enjoy it. So we just pushed through and did it. Ooh, somebody's calling me. Unicom, yay! Damn it, you know what I didn't do? I'm pretty sure I forgot to switch on this experimental flight model. Gonna have to reload the aircraft, which I'm not gonna do. So now I'm gonna have all the wobbles in this nonsense. You click at the top over here, it becomes a little hand, and then it becomes those arrows, and you can then just move it around. Just click in the top middle. I did start the ACARS, yes. Let me just see if it actually took it. Let's just see if it is working. So I don't feel like saving the flight model. This is going to be so rubbish now because of this flight model, and it's my own mistake. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. Jerry, the links, yes, yeah, it's free. It's $0 Payware Airport. Yeah, the links are in the notes below the video. Just click on show more, you'll see it over there. Excellent. Love it when a plan comes together. Right, all of these things are done. Okay, well now I'm gonna feel what it feels like not to have this experimental flight model on. It's so sad, but it's, you know, one of those things. Oh yes. Transponder. Let's go. The list is very long. It's a huge list of things that have changed. I'm not sure I can tell you everything, you know, as in allowed to because of the NDA and all. It's not like the Zebo stuff that I'm, you know, allowed to share. So I can tell you the flight model has been worked on, which I'm not going to be able to test now because I forgot to force this. Hang on. Let me go look at the log quickly. I forgot to force this experimental flight model on. I completely forgot about that, but let's quickly have a look in the log. Maybe it did switch it on. Maybe that's one of the things that is fixed because we had to send it to LR Laminar themselves now. So let's do a search. Experimental. Yeah, I didn't switch it. Damn it. Okay. So if the aircraft behaves a little wobbly, it's because I forgot to force that experimental flight model on. We'll do the best we can under the circumstances. I really just don't feel like stopping and starting all over again. So we're just going to ignore it for now. Toga. Thank you, Scotsman.
Knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
It doesn't feel too bad, I must say. It's kind of stable. Yeah, exactly, and it's highly annoying. Sometimes on, sometimes off. I don't know. I'm usually very good because this is one of the points I've always hammered on from the beginning. You have to switch it on. You have to switch it on. So I do apologize. The first time I made this mistake. Ach, Neil, you know what I mean. You know what, I'm tired, sorry. But yes, Neil, you're right. I don't know where I get Ian from. There must be another Ian there somewhere in your family. I'm pretty sure you told him about me and you're talking about me sometime. I don't know. Don't know. Sorry, Neil. Alright, okay, so we went a little bit further, but I'm gonna start turning now. I suppose it's noise abatement, you know, some or other noise thing. Christer, you would have loved the farm yesterday. Yesterday evening, about, I would say about 8 p.m. there was like this chorus. Two of the male lions started roaring. Now, we didn't sleep in the tent right next to them like we did the last time. I mean, last time we were like 15 meters from them. We were probably about 1 kilometer away from them. But you can hear their roars probably 5 kilometers, you know, and it was awesome. You should have heard those two boys speaking to each other. It was incredible the way they went on, and it wasn't just a 1, 2, 3 second roar. This went on for probably a minute. These two guys were talking to each other, and the jackals and all the other animals in the area started howling and going crazy. It was like a big old choir going on there. You would have loved it. And then probably about an hour later, they did 2 or 3 big roars, but it was over quickly. But it's amazing, you know, when they start talking, how all these animals in the area start talking to each other, and you could hear the howls and the barks and the screeches and the things. You would have loved it, Christer. It was amazing. Oh yes, yeah. I can't even begin to try and roar like it to give you the idea, you know, of what it sounds like. It's magic. Alright, so we're gonna go directly to BN, execute, and LNAV. There we go. I just turned my volume down again, so I'm probably missing half the sounds, because if I don't do it, everybody starts complaining the house is too small. The way the loft is formed, it actually funnels all the freaking sound downstairs, and then everybody complains. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, Christer. Scotsman, this is my second flight with it. The previous flight was awesome. Okay, I've again set the time of the flight to be kind of near dusk, so I'm probably going to fly into the darkness and check the clouds reflecting the lights again. I'm hoping, but so far so good. Christer, yeah, I saw that, but I'm not gonna make that event. I promise you, when I'm done with this flight, I'm gonna crash probably on the sofa here and sleep it out. Depending on what happens downstairs, you know. So I'm just pushing myself a little bit to get the flight in, and then I'm gonna rest. You know, the fun thing about going away like this is, yes, it's a change of scenery. Yes, it's nice to go see new places and do new things and all. But even in all that, it is tiring as well. So can't complain. It's just how it is. And so now I'm not just tired. I'm tired and happy. Scotsman, I saw it for a brief while in the previous stream. It looked very nice, but we didn't have a lot of time in the clouds. I saw it worked, and it made me very happy and gorgeous. Yeah, no, that I've seen. Absolutely the best feeling, tired and happy. And happy, yes. And flying a new plane, yes. Now, Scotsman, I presume you heard me in some of the other streams already. The guys who made these textures, I mean, it's not just a labor of love. These guys are super professional. These guys went all out, man. They are so good at what they do. I'm proud of all the textures and all the little scuff marks and everything. I had to smile. I'm not going to repeat it now, but I had to smile about your comment on the glare shield over there. That was funny. Scotsman, that won't be Zebo's task. That will be Yeri's task. And he's got other things in mind he wants to do first. Plus, there's new stuff they want to introduce as well. So we'll have to see. Oh man. Report, spam, bye bye. Jerry, yes, a lot of people have mentioned that they miss the announcements and stuff, but legally and ethically it cannot be shared. It's like the flight model of Twixter as well. Legally and ethically you can't just share. Just because Zebo is involved. Zebo is not the only one with a say about certain things, and the FMOD belongs to Ollie, Audiobird, and Jorge did a lot of work in it, and then the FM is obviously Twixter, you know, so you can only share what you can share, and you know, the rest you have to start build from scratch or copy from somewhere where you have permission. So I'm pretty sure that they will work on something somewhere somehow. I'm just not privy to that conversation. I have no idea what they're gonna do, how they're gonna do it. You know, so we'll have to see. Yeah, Edo, you're right, man. I mean, how long has it been? Yes, it's been almost freaking 2 years. We've waited for this. I'm really glad it's out now. And that's why I said the other day on Discord to you guys, they just make it plausible. You know, I said to Peter, let's just make it plausible and get it out. You can always fix later, but give the guys something that have been waiting for so long, you know. And I think it worked out great. The real one comes with the scuff marks. That's not really boogers, man. That's just scuff marks. In actual fact, every time I was privileged enough in the real world to sit in the jump seat over here, we laughed about the rattles and everything that's loose and everything that's falling apart and everything that's broken. A real cockpit does not look as pristine as this one, and these bloody glare shields are all loose. It doesn't matter where you go to, which of these aircraft you climb into, they loose. If you touch it, they rattle, you know. So it's a bit different in the sim, but yeah, it's just a nice touch. Omelite, I don't know. We'll have to ask the modelers if they're going to put it in. A lot of things were taken out. Number one, for download size. Okay, if you take, let's just round it off to 1 gig, and you times 1 gigabyte of data, of bandwidth, and you times that by 50 or 60,000 downloads. All right, you're talking serious money that goes into a system like that. You understand? You're talking serious investments, if not money, but it's going to be an investment of time and money to a certain extent. And I mean, I think it was by last week Wednesday there were already 40,000 downloads. You know, so the download size had to be cut down. So anything that wasn't required, like liveries and the people and the rain effects for one, that was just chucked out. Nobody cared about it because, again, take 1 gigabyte, times it now by 40, 50 or 60,000. You know, you're talking some serious bandwidth that is required to deliver this to you guys, you know, and that CDN network fell over. It couldn't take the punch there at one point in time, you know. So you've got to be realistic what you can put in and cannot put in. Eventually, when we get to a situation where we can maybe do an update that's like, you know, 30 or 40 megabytes like we have with the Zebo mod at this point in time, then it's all okay. You can start adding nice things again and all. But the moment you bring out a full new version of an aircraft and 40, 50 and 60,000 people want it, you know, somebody's paying a bill somewhere that you're not paying. Scotland. We won't go into detail about Scotland and the zebra stripes that is available there as scuff marks. We'll leave that one. Yeah, Omelite, yeah, it happens. Torn up in the cockpit, yeah. I don't even know if I've got XP Realistic running in this one yet. I'm so out of touch of what I didn't do. You know, go away and you forget of what you didn't do. Where's XP Realistic? No, it is on. It's not linked to any profile, so it's pretty much useless. I mean, if I go and I copy a profile now, let's just take a Zibo profile, copy it. Yes. I don't want to link it. What does it mean when you copy it? I thought it would at least give us a new name or something. I don't know. There's no mention of a 700 anyway, so I don't know what this actually means when you say copy it. Copy from a profile. It probably is going to write that one at some point in time. When does it write it? That's the question now. Right, so let's close it. Let's reopen it. Oh, you see, it's taken it. It's taken a copy from the Zibo. Well, okay, so now the question is then now I'm going to have to run through all the settings and set it up. I'm not going to do it now. We'll worry about it later. Hello, Jordan. Yeah, it looks like it's copied to a profile now. When I'm more fresh in my mind and not so tired, you know, I'll come and check everything. We'll see when we land how much, you know, movement there is or not. Yeah, no, I'll work through them when I have time, man.
You're a bit late away, aren't you?
Sorry, Uncle John?
You were a bit late away.
I was, but me and my friends here on YouTube had such a nice long chat, and we did a whole bunch of things together here, so I'm not too phased. But I can tell you one thing, I am on my way now.
Well, I'm on the bet, so we'll land shortly.
Okay.
Afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, welcome, Uncle John. Omelite, I've pretty much got the Zibo one the way I want it, and as you can see, that's my go-to as well. I just go and find it and use it, and then I'll tweak it per aircraft just to make it nicer for that aircraft. But all I'm saying is I'm not gonna, you know, spend too much time on it right now. At this point in time, just want to do my flight, have a good, nice time with you guys here, and then go sleep. Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
I at least remembered to start my ACARS.
Wow, well done, sir. You're not that tired then?
Yeah. I was really concentrating.
Another gold star for you.
Thank you. Yeah, this is part of our Australia tour, Australia-New Zealand tour for the VA. And by the way, I'm busy creating the IFAO IFR 2022 tour, Uncle John. That's another 50 legs for you to go and enjoy yourself with, okay?
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, it's going to take me a few days because I already told you my orders are pouring out here out of my ears. All the customers needing assistance now after December is going to start me off with a bang tomorrow.
Well, just remember to keep some time for yourself.
I'll try. Yes, that's a challenge for everybody, Juan. Hello, Thunder. Good evening and welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness, sorry to hear about that GPU. Yeah, and thank you. I'm gonna enjoy this flight. I'm just reaching cruise now, Uncle John. 36,000.
And I'm down to 5,000, just about to hit the approach.
Oh. Rum, 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 rum. We are getting there. Hello, Tommy. Yeah, I've got 580 nautical miles to go, Uncle John.
I'm down to 17 miles.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Magnus the other day about level up and threshold and all kinds of things, and I was actually, believe it or not, telling him about you and Muhammad Ashraf and some of your videos with the xEnviro, and I don't want to get into the details too much, but he ended up asking me if I would like to test it, if I would like to try it. And I said, yeah, by all means. And so he gave me a copy, and so I'm testing it. This is my second test flight. We, looking around, seeing what's spotting, and so far so good. It's got good and it's got weird and it's got all the other things in between. But look at that. I mean, how do you beat that? Right. Sorry, I cut the audio quickly there. My wife has just produced a magnificent plate of food, dinner for me. So guys, I'm going to quickly have my dinner. You guys continue chatting. I'll respond in text or voice, whichever is more suitable at the time, and we can continue chatting. I need to address this plate of food quickly. Yeah, I agree, Scotsman. It looks lovely, and I'm not sure. Look, I'm not into this whole thing of xEnviro. I'm pretty new to it. Literally, second flight with it. I haven't really investigated, but he showed me some pictures of version 1.17. It is drastically and dramatically different. It's really nice looking. So I don't know if that has been shared publicly, so I can't really share it with you, but it looks freaking amazing, the next version they're working on. Believe it or not, he did not say if the thunderstorms were going to be included, but I'm sure it can't be that far off. If it's not in this update, it will be the next one. But yes, that will be amazing.
Hello.
Hey, so.
Somebody's back.
Yeah. I'm so
Oh.
tired, but I can't go and sleep without having one flight at least.
Of course.
Mm.
Yeah. It's indeed the proper air then.
Mm.
Perfect. How was it? All good?
Yeah, all good, all good. We enjoyed it very much, eh, Sasso? We needed that.
Perfect.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Well, welcome back, boss.
Thank you, Sasso. I heard you had a smashing evening yourself. Everybody's raving about it, so congratulations on the training as well.
For a point, I was like thinking, like, what is he talking about? And then, yeah, it was about that evening. Yes, no, it was very, very nice. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Absolutely. No, it was nice.
I'm glad.
And then in the next week, we will talk because I have another, 3 or exactly the point of that was to find other subjects, some other interesting subjects that we can offer to the people here. And I already have them in mind, so we will talk later
Okay,
in the
cool.
next couple of days.
Cool. Sasso, I have quite a handful of brand new pilots that have never flown a Boeing before, which I started thinking about, and then I've just spoken to the guys on the development server, the LevelUP one, about training. So I don't know if we can coordinate something and all, but I'm thinking of a few training sessions to get the guys who've never done it, to come and try it and see how we do it, kind of a thing. So we need to work that in there as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. We can think about something, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just having dinner in between, so if you need me, you must just tell me. But I need to swallow every now and then, okay?
Yeah, no problem. I received also nice. Actually, there is an update for Habitab. I don't know if you are aware of that.
Negative. I came home and started flying. I haven't looked at anything.
Yeah, for all the people, I guess you're streaming. There is an update of the Habitab. It's new version 0.4.8.
I'll go check now.
So go grab it in the Xorg forum.
I see the update is fresh. It's 3 hours old.
Yeah. I got the email because I have the version update on. The how it's called
notice,
the notification on. Yeah. And also I received an email for an update about Poskun. Have you heard of Poskun?
Yeah, I'm a member there too.
Yeah, I have it. I was one of the beta tester or something.
Yeah, we were there too. Yeah.
Yeah, they are out of beta now.
I haven't been back since we joined Iveo, so
yeah.
I tried to update the software the other day and I couldn't, so I'll have to reinvestigate.
Yeah, apparently they released all the stuff a couple of days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago. So it's all brand new.
Jordan, are you there? Can you hear me now? Sorry, I took my eye off the screen while I'm eating. What I said was POSCON. I never updated POSCON, never got back to it. I just walked away when YBCG made the deal with us, and we just took the whole group to YBCG.
Nico, is this an update of the level up? Oh, I see. It's the non-public. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's non-public. Yeah, it's the one that I'm flying now.
Yeah, it's the one from the test.
Yeah. I love this view, Scotsman. This is one of the things you were talking about. Very nice. So yeah, I just downloaded it. I'm flying it. Quite a few changes. You know, I didn't share the changes because I'm not sure, you know, how appropriate some of the changes are to be put on screen. You know, so I just kept it quiet. But yeah, no, a couple of nice things in the tablet. You know, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jordan.
Do we still need the experimental flight model with this one?
Yes, and believe it or not, I forgot. And I checked the log now as I'm flying. It never switched it. We have to still do it. I sent that report to Magnus. He sent it on to Ben. Where I don't know if he's spoken to him yet again, or if Lammer has done anything, you know, to say anything about it. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, because the only way to activate the experimental flight model is from the option, I guess.
Yeah, your general settings page in Explain 11 settings, you have to put the tick in the box.
Correct. Now. Yeah. So you have to do it before kind of starting everything, otherwise it will reload.
Exactly, yeah, because now I didn't reload, so I don't know what's going to happen in the landing here. We'll just hold on for dear life, the radio, you know, the radio was, but I must be honest, the takeoff wasn't too bad. The actual handling until I switched the autopilot on wasn't too bad, but I know if you don't switch it on, you get porpoising and you get all kinds of other strange bloody things happening.
Okay, got it, yeah.
I'm kind of sad that I did forget the experimental flight model, because it would have been nice to just test that as well. I've gone through the whole setup in the tablet. They've split the PIP, your performance improvement package, now from the levers. There's now a separate PIP inscription and a separate lever inscription, so you can have the electronic levers or the old style levers, you know, the way you want it. Also the clock is now changed. You get different options in the clock. If you look at the stream,
can you show me?
Yeah. You know the one that Zibo comes out with. That one is now in here, and then they added this one.
Yeah, this one is the new one. Do you remember the video I sent?
Okay, I didn't see the video now, but anyway.
Yeah. I sent the video actually to implement this new clock. This is the kind of new generation.
Alright, okay, so I actually thought this was the older one, but it looks so pretty, I just took it. I had to keep it.
Yeah. No, it's good. That's the one we have actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, other than that, I mean, there's nothing glaring, faulty, screaming at me, you know, saying, oh, this is a mistake or anything. The one thing that I did feel is a mistake is still the loading of the aircraft. The SimBrief template does not correspond even close to what this aircraft is set up to be. And I did not go into detail, so just keep it quiet. But when Zibo's back, he said we'll work on it, so then I'll talk to him again. Okay. Scotsman, are you still here? Okay, I want to show you something. How do you like these pictures? Have a look. How do you like those pictures? Not sure if you've seen them before. Apparently it is public, so that's why I can share it. That's the new xEnviro next version pictures. Nope. I'm too new to know things like that. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose, but yeah. Well, I'm not really teasing, I must be honest. I'm enjoying the ride and the show with you. I mean, I don't have my hands on this thing yet anyway, so it looks amazing. Also, I want to tell you something else. I made friends with Biological Nanobot, and I want to tell you guys he's a really great guy, and he's told me about some of the developments he's doing in enhanced skyscapes as well, and I'll try and help him when he works on the Zebo and the LevelUP stuff. Anyway, I did offer. So for the guys that don't have xEnviro, that's the one I recommend. Go for enhanced skyscapes. There's great things coming there as well, I can see, and I just hope it will be compatible with Explain 12, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Looks like I now have your Navigraph problem. Yeah, it's all that PBR and stuff the guys have in here. They've really outdone themselves, man. This is terrible. Now you see my Navigraph is also not performing the way it should. Anyway, okay. As long as I can get the charts. We'll leave that there. Yeah, no, it's a server thing. I mean, it's going crazy, yeah?
It's playing me up as well, Nico.
Thanks, Uncle John.
Mr. and Uncle John.
Hello, Cody.
Hello, sirs.
How are you?
Doing well, and yourself?
Tired as anything, but I had to get one flight in before I go crash and sleep now, man.
Yeah, I haven't been to bed.
You haven't been to bed? Sorry, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a night.
Okay. So, Cody, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing well, sir. Yeah.
Good.
Other than some X-plane kerfuffles last night. That was a good time.
Okay. So what are you flying nowadays?
I'm in the Zebo today.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I've got them up to date, too, so that should be fun.
Excellent. That sounds nice. Your flights tonight, are they going to be Zebo as well?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been too long, and I got kind of lucky. I had some compressed air sitting around my house, and I blew it inside of my yoke. I don't know if I told you, but I've been having yoke issues.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I think it's dirty potentiometers, and I'm tired of it, so I'm gonna get Alpha and Bravo here in the next month or two.
Okay.
Anyways, compressed air, blew it out, and it fixed, well, at least temporarily, my yoke problems. So
excellent.
yeah, that was some rather good news.
Yeah, no. Anything that can save you a little bit of money while the rest of it comes, or the new thing comes, is always good.
Yes, sir.
I had issues with my motor vehicle the other day on the way home from the farm. It's, you know, I thought the engine seized up, and we let it stand for a day or two. Took the mechanics back to look at it, and it was just a water pipe that wasn't sealing, and the water was running out. So it just overheated, but not much. And then you're grateful.
That's good.
Then you're grateful when you get there and you see it's not a new engine.
Yeah, heck yeah, you are. I've been there a couple of times last year, so.
I know. That's why I'm telling you, because you can relate.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just talk to the guys on stream here. Guys, I do remove the spam rubbish, and I also report them to YouTube. Okay, so if you guys can actually help and also report them to YouTube as being spam, it will definitely help. And I see I missed one there. Damn it. Don't know how I did that. So I'm going reporting and removing them. If you can help, it will be nice. Buggers. Yeah, so what I notice is when I do report them, they get automatically removed, and then when the video is out later on from the stream, they don't appear in the chat anyway. So let's just nail them as much as we can. Kent, I want to tell you a story. I have very bad luck when it comes to mechanics. Oh, I had. It's over now. The guys that I have now is from Bosch. It's a Bosch dealership, and these guys are the most honorable guys I've met in my life in terms of mechanics. They are super. We got in the car, we drove together, we looked at it together, we did what we had to do, we came back. The car was serviced on the 22nd of December, so this was basically a warranty claim, which in my mind made it even worse, because I wanted to scream and shout, but I didn't. And the guys were so nice. I mean, it didn't cost me a cent. They fixed it, put the new clamp and fixed the water pipe and did what they had to do, all on their own cost, And when it comes to mechanics in our area here, I've been through a few, and they nasty pieces of work, eh? So I'm grateful I found these guys, and I'm not going to move away from them for a long time unless they start screwing me as well, then we chuck them. But so far so good. They've been nothing but good for me in the last year and a half, for me and the wife. So I'm really impressed with these guys.
I'm airborne again, Nico.
Okay, alright. Good luck, Uncle John.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Cody.
Nice to see you as well, sir. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yes, sir. Sounds like it.
Armalite, the bot will block them automatically the moment they put an actual live link in there. Any word, if you put two words together with a dot in between, the bot will immediately see. It's stupid. We had a comment and a conversation about it earlier, because it blocked some of the valid comments just because somebody put two words and a dot in between. This bot sees it as a website, but if you look at the links these guys put in, they clever enough. These bots now hitting us now, they put a word, space, dot, and then an extension, and so that is one way they circumventing the protection. The problem is I don't have a facility in my bot, the one that's supposed to protect us, to say anything with a dot and letters behind the dot needs to be killed as well. It's just not clever enough for that. Therefore I use the admin tool, and I click on the three dots and whack them. But yeah, in terms of any other, you can try. It's going to delete your comments, and it's going to put you on a 20-second timeout. But it's also stupid, because instead of just deleting your last comment, it literally, my bot will delete all your comments for the whole video. You know, so it's a necessary evil, man. It's stupid, but a necessary evil, unfortunately. Yeah, you see, yeah, that was your own comment. That I tried to recall who it was, and I just realized it was your comment. You know, yeah, as you found out exactly. Stupid stuff. Yeah, got it. I've got certain keywords that I also block. So if somebody types a nasty word, you know, it also will block them, like the F word. I've got various versions of it. You can try type it. It's going to block you and kill your comments quick. Hello Steve, welcome. All good in you?
Nico, did I hear somebody saying that Habitats had an update?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't appear to be on the org yet.
No, it's there.
Is there, Uncle John? 0.8, I think, is the version.
Yeah, it was updated 3 hours and a few minutes ago.
Sorry.
0.48.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. 0.4.8.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
Armalite, it's nice to have live comments. I honestly appreciate each and every one of the 30 odd people sitting watching the stream. I'm not the world's best entertainer. I'm not gonna even lie to myself to think I am. So I mean, I don't get hundreds and thousands of guys watching me at the, you know, any given time. I mean, I think my record is 285 people at once on a stream, you know, but you know, that's not me. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm more into the training and just sharing my experiences and then answering the questions that come, kind of a thing. And that's just me. And for that reason, comments is really valuable for me. I need to know what you guys like, dislike. I've had my share of trolls on here. People, you know, these young kids are idiots. And I'm sorry to say that, but some of them are real idiots. They like trolling and they find it funny to do stupid crap on the comments, you know, during a live stream. I just block them. They won't come back. I've got quite a list of people I've blocked already. You can't behave yourself. If you can't behave yourself on any one of my streams, you're not coming back. Yeah. Armalite. Yeah, you're lucky. We all start that way. I don't know how long you've been streaming, but I mean, my average of viewers is anywhere between 30 and 40. And then I'm happy, you know. The guys can learn always something somewhere in one of the streams. Just how it is.
It's not the quantity, it's the quality.
I believe the same. Yeah, no. You know, so I learned a long time ago, there are a lot of guys like me that just want to enjoy the hobby. Sometimes you need to ask
Yeah.
a friend to help you with something. You need a friend to encourage you sometimes, and you need a friend to share the passion with, you know, the hobby with. And that's me.
Absolutely.
You know, that's me. If you want to share the hobby with me, come enjoy it with me. You know, you don't have to be scared to talk to me. You don't have to be apprehensive and all these things. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. But let me just quickly see what the guys are writing here. 9 guys. Scotsman. Okay, but you know what, Scotsman? You get a lot of likes on your videos, you know, so be proud of that. And that 9, it's just good, man. Steve, you're right. Some adults are behaving like children, and unfortunately, you know, we don't want them here, and we just kick them. Yeah, Edo Guitarist, now that I'm home, during the week we must make a plan. We'll talk about that and get you streaming as well. Krister. Yeah, thanks, Krister, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, Armalite. Yeah, we all start that way. And you know what happened to me? Sorry, Sas, I'll come back to you just now. I want to tell you that other story. What happened to me was John Fly actually helped me in the beginning, gave me some tips. And he said to me, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. You know, those kind of things. So I'm happy to share as well, get anybody, you know, to a reasonable point. If I have time, you know, if I have time, I'll help anybody. You see, Kent, that is true. That is one of my aims. I want to answer the questions best I can. If I can't, I go to Sasso, you know, and if Sasso can't, he goes and finds out in his time again, you know, and so we do the thing. I like doing it that way. Thorough. Yeah, with a decent punch. Yeah, enjoying the moment. Yeah, I haven't had much with Smart Copilot, and my ping is too much. Coming from Europe or the US, a 2 and a 300 ping isn't good for that. Right, now I need to think. What did I want to tell you? There was something significant I wanted to tell you. Old age and tiredness don't go well together. Now I need to think, Sasa. There was something special I wanted to tell you.
Oh, something special?
Yeah. Hello, Antonio. I'm glad, Scotsman. Man, now I'm feeling silly. I need to think. What did I want to tell you? There was something that popped in that I really, really wanted to tell you. It'll come to me. I just need to relax, I know. And then it'll come to me. Yeah. Sorry, Krister, you say we as a group, Nico. Yeah, the whole group. I mean, everybody that's here is special. Each one brings something to the table that makes it special, you know. One guy alone can't carry everybody. One guy alone cannot have all the answers. One guy alone cannot, you know, organize all the events. Sasso, that Italian guy, did he speak to you yesterday or not? There was an Italian guy looking to set up an event. I said to him, "He speak to you."
Yeah, it was not regarding the event, it was Francesco.
Okay.
Basically, he kind of arranged the ATC for the event from Forlì for the group flight yesterday.
Okay.
And I have a bunch of guys who are very good that can cover most of the Italian airports. In case we organize group flight in Italy, then we can kind of, you know, organize with them to have ATC coverage.
My concern yesterday when I briefly spoke to Francesco is I wasn't sure if I'm actually understanding what he wants. You see him?
No, it was okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I talked with him yesterday, and I guess the people. I wasn't able to join, but I guess the people that did the group fight got ATC as well in
Okay.
Mount Orly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello, Don. Welcome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's nice to have you guys here. Guys, listen. If there are new guys watching the stream, you haven't been on Discord with us, you are welcome to come and lurk. Okay, I've just had somebody ask me that question, so I'm using the answer that I gave him now to you guys too. Okay, if you are in a position that you don't have a microphone, or you feel a little bit apprehensive, you don't want to talk to us, all these kind of things, whatever the heck the problem is or the issue is, come sit in the room with us, mute your microphone, and we'll leave you alone. We'll greet you. If you want to greet back, that's up to you. We're not going to be offended if you don't, okay? A lot of guys are here today that sat here for like weeks and weeks, and then one day they find their voice and then they get involved. So please feel free to lurk. We're not going to chuck you out, and there won't be any funny business. If you offend somebody, the best thing to do is to apologize and not to do it again. But the best thing, obviously, is not offend somebody. So just be careful. Even normal social norms and rules goes a long way. You know, don't sit and burp and fart here and do all kinds of funny things. And we do not appreciate foul language here. So just keep it off. You know, if you can stay in those boundaries, you're welcome. You can sit here and watch and chat and learn and do whatever you need to do. There's no money involved. We don't charge money. So you're welcome. Thanks, Krister. Sasso?
Yes, boss.
What was the last thing we were talking about before I went off on my tangent? Because now it's really bugging me what I can't remember what I wanted to tell you. And I was so excited.
I said quantity. We are not interested in quantity, but in quality or something similar.
Yeah.
And I don't know the rest.
Yeah, that
Maybe
was.
you were. I mean, I was thinking at the same time, and I used to do some live stream on Twitch, but then I got enough with the people on Twitch, to be honest. Then I removed everything. But yeah, I used to do streaming on Twitch as well. And yeah, you have to find your way if you want to do a bit of streaming. I didn't care a lot at all about having the numbers or being a kind of, I don't want to call it influencer, but a person sharing lots of entertainment stuff, etc., etc. So then I understood that Twitch was not exactly the way I should be doing that. I said, okay, in case I will use Discord, and that's it. And at the end, that's what I'm doing sometimes when I have a bit of free time.
Yeah. And the guys like your sessions. You know, you're a great teacher.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, you're a great teacher, Sasso. So, yeah.
I'm happy. I enjoy that. Yeah, that's the other evening was really nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't join. By the time we got home, I watched on the phone. Every now and then I check. You guys are still busy. But I couldn't join.
Yeah, at the end you start to talk, and then immediately it goes like, it's already 2 hours that I'm talking. So yeah, it was quick.
Time flies when you enjoy yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It was nice, and we found a bit of other subjects.
Yeah.
That we can use in the next event or next couple of events. Just a chit chat, and everybody is welcome to come and answer and ask questions. And I will try to answer as best as possible. Giving as well some explanation using the Zibo, or making them see exactly what I mean using the simulator.
Yeah. Wonderful. Let those people sleep. I've just switched the lights off in the cabin. They can sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, how far do we have to go? 164 nautical miles for top of descent. Okay. I'm really annoyed with myself. I'll get over it, but it's really annoying. Look at that reflection there of that light. So cool. It's getting dark now a bit, eh? Yes, guys. Some people must just talk slowly, then it's fine. But it is lovely. It's nice to hear all the different accents. For some reason, people misinterpret me for either Russian or Scandinavian. In the last couple of days, a few guys have asked me, where am I from? Where am I from? So anyway, but it's nice. It's part of the group. Before I started streaming, one of my favorite sayings was, I only speak English in self-defense. Apparently my English has gotten a bit better, but I still have problems. All sometimes still laugh at me. Oh, you heard that. You heard that. Aye, laddie. You gotta talk slow, man. Right. We are getting there, so slowly but surely. Mohammed, my native language is Afrikaans. It's a form of Dutch, but it's a very I think I don't know how to explain it really. It's more basic than Dutch. The Dutch is sometimes sound a bit learned still, you know, it's more fancy. It's a very flat form of just Dutch. So I would say it's closer to Flemish. Maybe I think that's maybe more accurate. But even so, it's even more just flat. It's a strange language, but it's a nice one, and it's got some very colorful words in it and things like that. It's a nice language. So I see, Scotsman. Kent, if the guy speaks slowly and if I'm in the conversation, I can somehow follow it. If I don't know certain words, I'll ask. But there's no ways I'm going to try and speak German. Flemish is the easiest one of them all. Dutch second after that, and then I mean obviously speak English. But yeah, I think in terms of Flemish and Dutch, Flemish is actually much closer to Afrikaans. Yeah, there are a couple of movies and TV series where they use Afrikaans because nobody knows it, you know, so they can say anything they want and put subscripts at the bottom, subtitles, and you won't even know. They can say anything. Yeah, Scotsman. One of the movies that freaked me out with the Afrikaans people was District 9. I don't know if you guys saw that alien movie. I think that's what it was called, District 9. That was crazy. I'm glad you loved it. I can't remember. I swear I can't remember. All I can remember are these Afrikaans guys with their guns. Aye. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. That was probably the first alien movie ever in my life where I saw the aliens didn't land in America first day. What dish would you recommend to a visitor to SA to try? Well, the Afrikaner traditional kind of a meal would be what we, yeah, we'll get there, Christer. The traditional thing we do is a barbecue, but we do it our way. It's not the American way, and I don't know how the Europeans do it. But if you come to South Africa, we call it a braai vleis. So we're gonna make a braai vleis for you. Braai is the barbecue and vleis is meat. So it's one hell of a treat for us to have that, because typically next to the braai vleis fire, that's where you get together and talk a lot of nonsense, share a beer, and just make friends, and that is why I coined a phrase, and I call them braai buddies. I've got people that I will invite to a braai, and I've got people I will never invite to a braai in my life, so anyway, that's the first thing. Then we've got Poikikos. Poikikos is like a stew, but it's made on an open fire, a barbecue fire thing. And then, like Christer said, we've got the cook sister. The cook sister is a very sweet treat. It's basically dough that gets treated. It gets fried in oil, but it then gets soaked in syrup. And if you are a diabetic, I won't recommend you eat that. Please don't do that. But if you're not, that's a delicacy. So that's another thing. And then millipap. I think millipap, you can't get it more African than that. It's basically maize porridge, but it's made kind of stiff. You get different versions of it, and then you put a nice sauce with it, and those are the kind of things. Okay, let's see. When I was an apprentice, one of the engineers I worked with. Oh yeah, sense of humor. We can laugh at silly bloody things, I promise you. Other people sometimes think we're crazy, but then we laugh our ass off. Anyway, do you guys down there not eat a lot of pizza? We like our pizza. I like pizza. We like Chinese stir fry kind of stuff. All the different seafood stuffs. Yeah, it's smashing good. Making your mouth water. Yeah, the porridge thing I'm also not keen on. But I can tell you one thing, and this is in all seriousness, no joke. Africa was built on maize, this maize porridge I'm talking about. If you look at the average person here, these guys are strong. They've got good teeth. They've got everything going for them, and it started with that basic foundation of the maize that they eat every day. It's amazing. Oh, and biltong, of course. I forgot about that one. Yeah, biltong isn't so much a meal, but biltong is basically dried and seasoned meat. It's not even close to beef jerky, so don't even compare it, but it gives you the idea. So basically what happens is you cut your meat in strips, and then you put it through the seasoning, and then you hang it to dry, and you eat it when it's dried out, basically, or whatever stage of the drying process you would like. But yeah, that's very nice. Akbar, I'll Google them for you. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's have a look. See. I'll do it offline, so we don't get any porn or something here on the screen. So just bear with me. You'll be surprised. There was a discussion on the LevelUP pilots group, and I wanted to put in search X Splasher, and I remembered, damn it, don't do that, because the moment you do a search on X Splasher, the first 10 pages is all porn pages, so we'll try and be careful. Hold on. So let's quickly see. That's not a nice picture. Hold on a second, guys. I'll get some nice pictures for you. I think this is a better picture. Okay, Christer, enjoy. Right, so let's do this. Okay, so that's what the millipap looks like. That's the maize porridge. Alright, so you can have it, you know, like in a flowing form. You just add a lot of milk to it or something. Or you can have it like in a crumb form, and I think this is the more traditional one. It's more crumbs, you know, so it's not like Pro Nitro or, you know, one of these things that you pour the milk in and then you just, you know, mix it up, you know, to make like a kind of a more solidified kind of a texture. So anyway, this thing, typically you eat it with your hands, and you will have the sauce, you know, either on top of it or next to it, and you basically make a little, you know, clump in your hands, a little ball or something, and then you stick it in, you know, to the actual sauce, you know, and then eat it. That's mealie-pap. Then this is the braai vleis. Okay, so there's different ways and forms of doing it, but it's, like I said, it's like a barbecue, but we don't use wieners and all kinds of silly things. We take steak, and sometimes you put these big T-bones and stuff that weigh 1 kilogram or 2 on the fire, you know, and then we've got those sausages. Is typically the traditional Afrikaner boerewors. So it's like the boer sausages. It's proper steak type meat inside, proper stuff, you know, and then we've got the chicken and all the other things, you know. So typically that's what the braai looks like, you know. And you just put it somewhere outside and just throw everything on the coals. Oh yes, milk tart. That's the other South African thing. Yeah, definitely. Milk tart. That's awesome. Then let's quickly have a look, see what Cook Sisters. Oh yeah, here we go. There's the Cook Sisters. So typically that's what it looks like. See. But it's sweet. It's sweet as heck. If you've got any sugar problems, that's something you don't eat. It will kill you. Yes, but now this is an Afrikaner sausage, you see, not just a German or Polish. They obviously have their traditional way. We have our traditional way, you know, so yeah. Yeah, it's totally different. There you can see the different spellings. I put sister because as far as I know it should be an I. It seems Google wants well, I put a U, but it seems it wants an I. But anyway, there you go. Let's see, milk tart. Yeah, that's the milk tart. That is as traditional Afrikaans as you can get. The old aunties made this on the ox wagons, you know, traveling over all the rugged terrain to get here to Joburg. So this is lovely. This is I think the closest I can get to it is maybe call it like a custard type of a substance, but it's solidified, you know, it's not runny. Then you put the cinnamon and sugar on top. Oh, and you know what? The other thing, you know, yeah, let me show you this. So a lot of you guys will know a pancake to look like this. We call them flapjacks. You know, I don't know why, but that's what it is. For us, this is a pancake. It's a very flat, not thick like some of these ones. You know, flat kind of a what do you call it? Dough that's been You know, put in the pan there. You also put cinnamon and sugar, and you can have mincemeat or whatever other filling you want in there. You know, there's some nice fruits and stuff. This is also very much South African. Yes, yeah, you guys are on the right track there. Sasso, are you still here? He's muted himself.
Yes.
Okay, he's back. Kent says if you are still here, he would like to pay his respects to the makers of Italian sausages.
Oh, well, yes. I can get the idea.
Yeah.
They are really, really good.
Yep.
Yes. Well, in terms of food in Italy, we are pretty good. I think it's apart from just pizza. I'm not just talking about pizza, talking in general.
Yeah, Italian is nice.
Yeah.
Kent, you're right. Yes, it's more like that. It's much more like that than those thicker flapjack pancake things. No, it's basically the same. If I look at these pictures, it looks like the same. Yeah. Which were the other ones we were talking about? We talked about the braai, the koeksister, the milk tart. Now we've done the pancakes. Oh, Poikikos. This is the Poikikos. So like I said, it's made in, you know, these tripod cast iron pots on the fire outside, you know. So, and then it just stews and stews, and you can make your own recipe and just chuck a whole bunch of things in there. Me personally, I'm not fond of it at all. I prefer a big piece of steak and a big boerewors sausage, and then I'm happy.
The problem is he doesn't know what vegetables are.
I do. You just have to eat them at the right time.
Yeah, like all your mates, your argument is they all eat the grass and everything else, so that's where you get your veg from.
You see? Yeah. Top of Descent Kent is already programmed. Everything is done. It's actually started. So while we're talking nonsense here, it's going down. It is descending already. I actually agree. When I stayed with my parents in the old days, I just ate enough just to survive, hey? And the day I got married to my wife, she is one of the most excellent cooks I know. Ask Uncle Johnny knows. I mean, she just knows how. And I tell you what, now I live to eat. The only time I really didn't like to eat was last night. That bloody freaking wasp stung me on my back. I was just about to sit to eat my food and a freaking wasp whacked me on my back. And I lost my appetite right there. I was so angry. Silly thing. We're doing an Rnp approach, by the way, gentlemen. This is Rnp Y for runway 33. Last time I checked, there was a 4-knot wind. We might want to just check the METAR again quickly. Guys, right now I'm using xEnviro. This is my second flight with xEnviro and I'm kind of impressed so far. Edo, that sounds good. Excellent. And did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Yes, George, we're not going anywhere. The Zebo is always and will always be the development platform. So me and Zebo and Sasso and the guys here will continue doing our magic. And yeah, then as we do our thing, the updates will trickle through to the level up. This one that I am flying is already updated now. This is already using fix 12. I'm just not sure, honestly. I'm just not sure how and when and how you guys are going to get the updates, because I mean I get it directly from the development server, so I just pull it and install it. But I think the final mechanism and the final way of pushing the updates to the users of LevelUP still need to be defined. I don't think that's been defined yet.
Nico,
Okay.
did you call me?
No, I just used your name in vain.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the question was, is the Zebo still going to be updated? So I said, yes, you and me and the rest of the team are still going to do our thing. Yeah. That's why. We're getting closer. Sorry, Akbar.
Yeah, we have a question from Kent.
Alright, we can answer that now. Sorry, Akbar. You go enjoy yourself. We'll talk later. Go for it. Sasso.
Yeah, Kent is asking what are some differences between ILS, X-ray, Yankee and Zulu. Do you want me to answer, Nico?
Yes,
you want
please.
to answer?
No. Okay, let me answer what I believe, then you can actually teach me too, okay? For me, when I look at the charts, the most obvious thing is the go-around. You see that there's different go-around instructions, okay? But on the front end, I don't know, you'll have to teach me as well.
So, ILS, when you have this kind of letter, so starting from the end of the alphabet, so Zulu, Yankee, X-ray, going backwards towards the beginning, we are talking about the same procedure from the same the type of approach for the same runway but different procedure. In other words, we are talking about still an ILS or still an Rnp. If you have one ILS and one Rnp, it's going to be both the Zulu. So the only way to have X-ray, Yankee more than Zulu, that means that you have the same type of approach, either an ILS, a VOR, or an AirNav, or an LTV, but different procedure. And the difference can be in either the arrival to the point where you intercept, in this case the ILS, or it can be in the go-around, as Nico said. But mainly you have to pay attention because maybe the minima for the ILS at Zulu is different from the minima for the ILS X-ray or Yankee or something else. So you have always to be careful. For instance, the ILS Zulu usually is a kind of default one, okay? Because it starts with the last letter of the alphabet. So usually the Zulu is always the default one. But then maybe you are approaching, from another side of the airport, from the VOR or from another point, and you need another procedure, still ILS, starting from another point, that will bring you at the end to intercept the ILS. So always make sure that you have the correct one. is not always the ILS Zulu. It depends from where you are coming from, or can be a problem of go around. Maybe, you know, in real life, sometimes the VOR is US because they are doing maintenance or something is just broken. In that case, maybe they can also introduce a temporary ILS Yankee, for instance, saying that the go around can be done without using the VOR because now it is US. So technically, you have to be careful also with this stuff. I have an occasion a couple of days ago in Madrid. They are doing some work in progress, some working on the VOR, the Barajas VOR. So they had to introduce temporary chart, which are still called ILS, still for runway 32 right and 32 left, but they are named Victor, they are named X-ray, not Zulu, because Zulu is the default one. And in this case, during these days, I don't know if now is over, but the VOR was US. So they have to create something as a backup. But even in Bergamo, for instance, even if everything is working, you have four type of approach for the same runway, for runway 28. All are ILS, or you have the ILS Zulu, which is the default one from Tixum. Then you have the ILS Whiskey, which is from the Bergamo VOR. So you see different starting point of the approach. So it really depends. That's the answer, Kent.
I always choose it for the go around. That's my first thing I look at, because I don't want to do a go around that is not designed for a Class C aircraft, or I don't want to do a go around that's going to take me into a position where I don't want to be, you know. So I always go and check that. But thank you for that. Now I know about the front end as well.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Correct, yeah. Sometimes Nico is not really because of the go around, because the go around sometimes can be even exactly the same. But sometimes you need another, another type of approach, not another type of procedure to reach still the ILS, but maybe you're starting from another point. If you go to Bergamo, and the star leaves you at the Bergamo VOR, then you need something as an approach starting from Bergamo VOR, not starting at Tixum. In other words, you need another approach procedure, which can still be an ILS that is not starting at Tixum by starting from Bergamo VOR, and that is the ILS X-ray, which is the kind of teardrop entry. So it really depends. It's not only for the go around.
I know. I'm just telling you in my broken aviation experience.
90% of the time is regarding go around. Yes. Yeah. In fact, the first difference that can appear is the different minima between an ILS Zulu and an ILS X-ray or Whiskey. Yeah.
I'll check that next time. I'm glad you told me. Yeah, so we learn, eh?
Yes, correct. Yeah. The other evening we were talking, there was a good question, I think from Don. I don't know if he's here.
He was here.
Yeah, he's here. There was a good question also as well. I think it was William that asked regarding the transition, what transition means. That's exactly your friend bringing you from the start towards the starting of the approach procedure, but the approach can start at different initial approach peaks. And that could be either a waypoint, can be the VOR or something else. And then the approach is different because different can be the point where you start the approach. So that's why you have different letter. And different letter means that is still the same type of approach, so it's still an ILS, is still to the same runway, but the different letter means that it's starting or ending, or the minima is different in terms of approach. That's all it is.
Okay. Another one for you, Sasa, if you're available.
Yes, the one from Don. Say something about performing a go-around after autopilot and the throttle is being disengaged. Yes. On Boeing, the Boeing philosophy is everything is in front of your eyes. Mr. Boeing was used to say live and dive by the ADI, and the ADI is the PFD as we call it, which is incorrect because PFD is for Airbus. Anyway, if you have to do a go-around, a sort of manual go-around, remember it's very, very important to press toga. If you press toga and you have the toga function coming in, of course if the auto throttle is disconnected, so let's imagine the basic autopilot off, auto throttle off. The first thing you have to do is to press toga and then advance the thrust levers to about 90%. Don't go straight to 100, there is no need for that. 90% is good, 90% of N1. After that, if you have pressed toga and the flight director switches, even if the flight director switches are off, the pitch bar, the pitch and roll bar will come in, so you have something to follow initially. The good thing of having, especially if you're doing a non-precision approach, and I don't know, Nico, if you remember when we did that approach notes streaming.
Yes.
The importance of recycling the flight director once on final on a non-precision approach. Because if you do the recycling and you take them back on, then when you press toga in case of go around, the flight director roll and pitch mode will come in front of your eyes, but then they will not disappear. They will remain there. Instead, if the flight director switches are off, they will appear initially when you press toga because this is the system which is synchronized, but then as soon as you reach the missed approach altitude that technically set in the MCP altitude, the flight director will disappear, so it will leave you without any reference. So that's why it's important to always have the flight director on in terms of switches when you are doing a final approach. Other than that, when you do the go around manually, press toga, advance the thrust lever to 90%. Most of the time, you will have, in the real one, you will have to push the control column, not to pull it, because the inertia of the engine below the wings will give you a momentum, which is a big nose-up tendency. So first thing you have to do is to push, control the nose-up pitch, control it, and also help yourself with a bit of stop trim towards nose down. It's a bit not distinctive because it's exactly the opposite that you are supposed to do with the aircraft, but that's what you need to keep the pitch under control. After that, if you press toga and you have 90%, technically of course, the thrust and the system, the speed will automatically start to increase, providing that you get the gear up with a positive rate and flap 15. Other than that, you will the magenta speed bug will be moving towards the up speed automatically, even if the auto throttle is off. Okay, so even if the auto throttle is off, the speed magenta bug will be commanded by the flap lever position. In other words, when you see the speed accelerating going towards flap 15, flap 5, and then flaps 1, just move the flap lever as it is shown on the PFD, and then you will reach the cleanup speed, and that's it. The go around is done. Technically, the go around stop when you have the flaps up, no lights, and then you can engage the autopilot and the auto throttle. So that's the idea of the go around. It's difficult done to explain in words. It will be much easier to see on a simulator done by somebody.
Well,
but that's the idea behind.
Sasso, you and I must just make sure that this is still up to date. I know that there are guys who love my training checklist, and there are guys that absolutely loathe it. They can't handle it. So at the end of the day, what I would recommend to anybody here, even if you hate it, even if you despise it, download this thing, because I worked really hard on it, and Sasso did help me once before, and we did check some of it. So Sasso, you must just help me check this so we make sure it's still up to date and current and valid.
I'm opening it now.
All right.
I'm opening it now.
Because guys, listen, in all honesty, okay, I know some of you like to be cowboys and all, but if you really want to fly correctly, I've spent a lot of time on this checklist. It's not a normal checklist. It's not the thing you get on the glare shield. It's not what the pilots use in real life. But if you're trying to learn, this is the only checklist on earth that takes you step by step. You can physically put a ruler on a line, then move to the next line once you've done it, and learn the procedures. It's about the procedures and the flows, and we've got it all in here. So do yourself a favor, just stick your pride a little bit away. You don't have to tell anybody you actually downloaded it. Just do it, and go learn it. Go enjoy learning it, and then master this
and then
thing.
Trying the sim.
Master it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
Whoa, okay, that wasn't too bad. Sorry, I had this thing on the screen, but my hands were now full, and then you had the opportunity to check there. So in my checklist, I've got the single channel operation as well as the dual channel, because those are different operations. You need to understand that.
Absolutely.
So it's all good and well we talk about one, but if you don't know the other one, and you have to do a go around when you've got dual channel enabled, you
can revert to a single channel, but there is no need technically, unless you have an autopilot fault. Dual channel, guys, means that you are coming from an auto land. So you have both autopilots engaged and working, command A and command B at the same time. So the only option to have those on means you are doing an auto land. And then you have the opportunity to try the dual channel go around. In that way, let's say 80% of the job is done by the autopilot, providing there is a good go-around procedure into the lights page.
Yes.
You just need to take care of the gear and the flaps, unless there are particular procedure to be flown. The main thing, in order, don't start with the dual channel go-around. Start first with the single channel go-around. So take your hands into the game, take your mind ahead, because the go around happen, I promise you, very, very quickly. It's
it surprises you. But,
exactly. The problem there is that many times you are caught by surprise and startle effect. So at the beginning you don't know what to do. The other thing, let's say the opposite can be that the pilots do the go around too quickly. If ATC called go around technically, is not ideal, but technically you can reach the minima and then do the go around. Go around doesn't mean go around immediately, but it means technically that you can reach the minimum and then go around, unless there is something in front of you, of course. But sometimes, take a brief and then press toga. Double check if you have the misapproach altitude set, especially if you're doing a non-precision approach, and this reminds the VNAV approach or, some other kind of approach where the MCP altitude may be set to the minima because you need that for VNAV to descend towards the runway. Then maybe you want to check if you have the MCP altitude set to the go-around altitude. Otherwise, you're going to burst the altitude because you're going to press go-around, and I promise you 90%, 95, 99%, that you will start the go-around. You will take your mind full with, okay, let's go gear up, let's go with the flaps. Yeah, you are at 10,000 feet and you don't know what is, and the misapproach altitude was 4,000 feet.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Yeah,
okay?
very important.
That's why we have to consider at the end. So always take a breath, push toga, but please check what you have there. If you have the go around out, if you have all the stuff, because then things will happen very, very, very quickly. Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, that was fun. Talking and landing and concentrating. I forgot to set my ILS. I forgot to set my ILS frequency, and I couldn't do the ILS landing. I had to freaking disconnect and fly this thing in the last how many miles to get in from the final approach fix. I had to fly it in by hand. And I must say, even with the experimental flight model off, which is totally wrong, it gave me a bit of a challenge at the end. It was porpoising a little bit, but it's my own mistake. So I'm gonna definitely just keep that tick in the box for the next flight. I won't forget again, but damn it. Even so, it was a nice landing. Thank you guys for watching. We made it.
Absolutely. One other thing about, I was reading the checklist, Nico, the single channel one.
Yeah.
Pitch mode. Pitch mode is toga until you have the flaps up or until the airplane reach the altitude, which is set in the missed approach altitude, which technically should be the missed approach altitude.
Okay.
At that point, what will happen? Yeah, sorry.
No. All I'm trying to get to is I want you to continue telling so it gets on record, but you and I have to sit together and discuss it nicely. Otherwise, my mind is not taking it in right now. So get it on record, continue.
We're just talking. We're just talking.
Go for it.
Then, here it's a good event that can happen.
Go.
Just talking about the go around.
Of course,
no,
tell
the
them.
thing is, be careful, because then if you go and try the go around, when the aircraft reach the missed approach altitude, which is set in the MCP window, then it will go briefly into alt acquired, because you have a huge rate of climb. You will go briefly in alt acquired and then immediately in alt hold, because it will give you the opportunity to level off. Okay, you are manually flying the airplane, so you need to react to the flight director and lower the nose. The point is that at that time the speed window will open, because the system of the aircraft goes out from the toga mode. Okay. So the speed window will open. This is not a bug, it's the reality. That's what happened in the real thing. The speed window will open, so if you are cleaning the aircraft and maybe you are still with flaps 5 out, then remember that the speed window will open at the flaps 5 maneuvering speed, at the speed or the speed that you are crossing when you are approaching the altitude. So you have to manually then increase the speed on the speed window if you have the auto throttle in. Otherwise, you will go and clean the aircraft, clean the flaps, go to flaps up, but the speed is still below the up speed because you are still at the flaps 5 speed. So be careful. When you reach alt acquired, in front of your eyes, toga will disappear. You will see alt acquired and alt hold. Have a look at the speed window. That's why it's all in front of you in your eyes in the FMA. It's all there. What the aircraft is saying to you, it's all in front of your eyes.
That's amazing. And now, just like that, it's all quiet. Thank you, Sasso.
Pleasure.
Right, well, here we are. We're in Cairns. I think that's the place's name. Yes, it's Cairns. Stupid me. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching and enjoying it with us. Thank you, Sasso, for all the teaching that you always do here. And I'm going to speak with Peter. Obviously, the kind of training that I'm gonna do is very entry level stuff, Sasso. But we need to get the new guys into the
we all
Boeing.
started with basic.
Yeah, we're going to have to look at this, and I'll tell you when it is, and I'll publish it on all the Facebook. Well, the LevelUP Facebook page, I think, is the best place for it. So I'll put it there. I'll put it here on Discord, and if I can, I'll put it on the LevelUP forum as well. Then and their Discord, I think it's very important to have it there, because then we can get 1,000 guys coming to see how we get going and all these things. So if you can join me, that'll be cool. And you know, we'll see how many new Boeing pilots we can produce.
Absolutely.
Alright, so I'm just taking my last screenshots, and I bid you farewell, guys. We'll talk tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow I'm back at work now. I started work already, but it wasn't full day, so tomorrow will be my first full day of actual work for 2022. And I've got a lot of catching up to do, lots of jobs, so I'll speak to you as soon as I can. We'll do the next flight. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.